This might not be the only time we're going to be seeing a LeBron James in the NBA, considering the path of his kids. LeBron James Jr. and Bryce James are both on a track of, I don't want to say superstardom because it's way too early to tell for that, but when you see this highlight tape, you tell me these kids aren't going to be playing at least at a high school level and maybe collegiate level. Take a look. Francis, those numbers 30 and number 0 are quite familiar, and why would that be?
Steph and Russ, because I called them that way because I'm homies with both.
Right, because you're on a first-name basis.
Yeah, Steph and Russ.
Which, according to LeBron James, was indeed intentional. The quote was on Monday, the Suns did indeed pick their respective numbers after Westbrook. I love that they can carve their own path, Westbrook and Curry. So LeBron James Jr. wears Russ's number and Bryce wears Steph's number. Fittingly,
yeah,
Bryce was raining threes.
That's what I was saying. It looked similar to, despite the fact that LeBron Jr. Passes a little bit more than Russell Westbrook, but you see his movements. He drives to the hoop aggressively. The thing that stood out to me, right, one, the court vision, specifically of the older LeBron Jr., is unbelievable. Like, he finds passes, he finds gaps. And we were talking about it. God forbid, hit wood, no injuries occur or anything, but if those two happen to have the same DNA, which it looks already, of predominantly their father in terms of the height that he'll get, I'm going to put my money, I would put a bet on it right now, life savings, they're going to go to a D1 college and play a very high level.
What's cool about it, too, is that they're not too dissimilar in age. They're pretty close, which means, look, of course I want to see someone like LeBron James, his kids play in the NBA. It's just a matter of, could you live up to being that status of basketball talent?
Exactly.
Granted, at this level, there's nobody that can compete with them, save for like Dwayne Wade's kid. If you've ever seen him play, he's also pretty amazing. Of course, though, like you just mentioned, it's the DNA that they get, and not so much just the DNA. Look who their mentor technically is. I find it funny, by the way, that like LeBron James's kids, and I'm gonna make the football crossover, Ronaldo's son likes Messi.
Yeah.
He says he can't stop talking about Messi. It's just so funny they go they don't look at it and go, to them it's probably just dad.
Yes, exactly. And
they go like, no, I want to be like Russ, I want to be like Steph.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be like dad.
And that's a great thing for a kid as well, to take influence from other players. Like, just because he, like specifically Bryce, the youngest, just because his dad's LeBron James doesn't mean he needs to take the same fundamentals that his dad was taught at that age. Like, he might, the way the basketball game's going, pretty smart to have him start to play a little bit more like Steph Curry, where he's going to be raining. Like, that kid was draining them from deep, considering his height and size.
Too.
And it was
who says LeBron James Jr. doesn't have a jump shot?
And that's what I'm thinking. Like, handles like that, from all I can understand in my upbringing, is that when you get those fundamentals down easy, they only get better. They rarely get worse.
When you work on your handles, you feel like you can do anything on a basketball court. It gives you a lot more confidence, at least on the court. I would say also that it's nice having LeBron as your dad. What about having Kobe, not technically your uncle, but Uncle Kobe in this situation, because he had some awesome advice for LeBron James's kids. We have the quote with some context for you beforehand, thanks to USA Today. Kobe thinks he still has a chance to change the next James generation, though. He saw LeBron's mother, Gloria, in the hallway outside of the locker rooms and told her he'd been watching her grandson's blossoming basketball talents. He had only one critique. They pass too much, Kobe told her. Send them my way and I'll fix that.
Dude, when I first heard it, I didn't know the context of it and whether he was being serious, but that's
think
hilarious.
He is being serious.
He's being serious, but and that's another thing, taking influence from a cold-blooded killer like Kobe, the way that he is able to shoot first, and you taught me the Kobe rebound, the Kobe assist. Sorry,
the Kobe
he
assist,
shoots
yeah.
and it comes off.
Comes off the rim. Mm-hmm.
And it's rare from my upbringing. I was always taught you got to pass. Like, the ball moves quicker than you do, but basketball is a different sport, man. If you're going to be, there's millions of basketball players out there that are fantastic passers. Some of them may not be seen as much because they may not shoot as often. But again, one thing that they would like to take from their father is LeBron James is a phenomenal passer.
Right.
One of the
It's
standout
actually,
factors for me.
when they polled the rookies and sophomores at last year's All-Star game, or it might have been 2 years ago, it's like the last year of the rookie-sophomore All-Star game, they asked them in interviews, and I remember seeing it on like NBA and TNT, I think at that point, when asked like what talent from the superstars in the NBA would you want the most, before people could even finish LeBron James passing, LeBron James passing, LeBron James passing. He's one of the greatest passers we've ever seen in the NBA, and it's pretty awesome to see. But maybe Kobe could teach him how to shoot more. Who knows?
That fadeaway jumper would look good.
It would look good, and the up and under. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below in regards to LeBron James Jr., Bryce James, their numbers, Kobe, shooting, passing. Who would you rather be, Kobe or LeBron? Let us know. Follow at Francis_Maxwell on Twitter, at JasonRuben91, and at TYT Sports. We're also on Facebook. We'll see you there.